Dear students, welcome back to the social science class. In this session, we are discussing more about the fifth geography chapter, water. Water is very essential for life. The sun's heat causes evaporation of water vapor. When the water vapor cools down, it condenses and forms clouds. After further cooling, clouds take the form of rain, snow, or sleet and fall down. The process by which water continually changes its form and circulate between oceans, atmosphere and land is known as the water cycle or hydrological cycle. Earth is like a terrarium. The same water circulates and has been returning to the earth surface since times immemorial. The major sources of fresh water are the rivers, ponds, springs and glaciers. Sea and ocean contain salty water which is unfit for drinking. Most of the salts dissolved in oceans and seas is sodium chloride. Distribution of water bodies. Dear students, the 97.3 percentage of water is ocean water. It is a saline water. Then ice caps 2 percentage. Groundwater 0.68 percentage. Freshwater lakes 0.009 percentage. Inland seas salt lakes 0.009 percentage. In the atmosphere 0.0019 percentage. Then in rivers 0.0001 percentage. So we know that now freshwater is only 2.7 percentage. Ocean circulation. Ocean water keeps moving continuously. Movement that occurs in ocean water can be broadly categorized as waves, tides and currents. Waves. What is waves? When the water on the surface of the ocean rises and falls alternatively, they are called waves. During a storm, the winds blowing at a very high speed from huge waves. Then this is called as tsunami. An earthquake, a volcanic eruption or underwater landslides can shift large amount of ocean water. As a result, a huge tidal wave called tsunami is formed. Tsunami waves may be as high as 15 meters. The largest tsunami ever measured was 150 meters high. The waves travel at a speed of more than 700 km per hour. Tsunami. Tsunami struck Hawaii in the Indian Ocean on 26th December 2004. It was a result of the earthquake that had its epicenter near western boundary of Sumatra. The magnitude of the earthquake was 9.0 on the Richter scale. As the Indian plate went under the Burma plate, there was a sudden movement of seafloor causing the earthquake. This tsunami traveled at speed of about 800 km per hour. The Indira Point in the Andaman and Nicobar Island that marked the southernmost point of India got totally submerged. Tsunami are rare in Indian Ocean. The first indication of tsunami is the rapid withdrawal of water from coastal region followed by destructive waves. Then now we are discussing more about the another movement, tides. Tides, what is tides? The rhythmic rise and fall of ocean water twice in a day is called a tide. The strong gravitational pull exerted by the sun and the moon on the earth's surface causes tides. There are two kinds of tides, that is high tide and low tide. During the high tide, water covers much of the shore by rising to its highest level. During the low tide, water falls to its lowest level and recedes from the shore. During the full moon and new moon days, the sun, the moon and the earth are in the same line and the tides are highest. The combined gravitational force of the sun and the moon acts on ocean waters, hence the tides are highest. These tides are called spring tides. When the moon is in its first and the last quarter, the ocean water gets drawn in diagonally opposite directions by the gravitational pull of the sun and the moon, resulting in low tides. These tides are called neap tides. High tides help in navigation. They rise the water level close to the shore. These help the ships to arrive harbor more easily. High tides also help in fishing as many fishes swim closer to the shore during the high tides. The rise and fall of water due to tides is being used to generate electricity in some places. Ocean currents. Ocean currents are streams of water flowing constantly on the ocean surface in definite directions. There are two types of ocean current, that is warm current and cold current. The warm current or the warm ocean currents originate near the equator and moves towards the poles. The cold ocean currents move from polar or higher latitudes to tropical or lower latitudes. The Labrador Ocean current is cold current, while Gulf Stream is a warm current. Warm current bring about warm temperature over the land surface, whereas cold currents bring about cold temperature on the land surface. Areas where the warm and cold currents meet provide the best fishing grounds of the world. For example, seas around the Japan and the eastern coast of North America. The areas where the warm and cold current meet also experience foggy weather, making them difficult for navigation. So anyway, dear students, we finished this chapter. You must read the textbook carefully and attend the live session. Thank you.